itself, and I could see and hear all your chat, but it wasn't showing you me. And I had to come out of it to go back in, and now it won't let me back in. So I am live on a different oh no, I'm here. So yeah, if you I'll just keep talking until somebody pops up and says hello. Oh, this is just typical technologies. Ah, right. Candice, could you tell everyone on the other one to come over here? Streamlabs wouldn't let me go back in, so it's all just gone a bit pear-shaped. Hi. So I've just had to do it live to YouTube, which means we could run the risk of blurriness at some point, but hopefully we won't. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. The last time I had to come in, I got back in. This time it wouldn't let me go back in. So I'm thinking that we must be about on the hour now. Is that right? Hi everyone. I had you, and then it said I had nobody watching, but I could see the chat. I'm like, oh no. So yeah, so it's clear now, right? Okay. Yeah, I don't know why Streamlab. I know Natalie had problems with Streamlab. 1 minute after. Okie dokie. Right. Welcome to my channel, Hago. No, it's not Hago. Oh, I miss Hago. At least it didn't do these things to me. Right. We're in Aberdeen. Welcome to Aberdeen is what I was trying to say. Oh, technical glitches, you've got to love them. Right, so where we are tonight is, if you find them, if you look for Aberdeen and look for Union Terrace Garden or Union Street, you'll find the garden. There's a green space on it. They've just spent 28 million refurbishing it. John had trouble yesterday as well. Oh, good to know. Thank you, Michelle. Yeah, it's just been terrible. Right, my name is Sam Thompson. I'm an Edinburgh tour guide and I tour all over Scotland, and I've been doing it for 23 years. And tonight we're in Aberdeen and we're going to have a little wander around a garden, but we're also going to have a look at around what's around us as well. So hopefully, fingers crossed, fingers crossed, everything goes well. Okay, so if you like my channel and you like the way I do tours, remember to subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and if you could give me a comment as well, that would be fantastic. So here we are. We've got some the building material they use in Aberdeen is granite, so it's called the Grey City or the Grey Town, but it's just because of the building material they're using, which is granite. That's the rock that they have up here. Now we're kind of focusing on the Union Terrace garden, but I'm just going to show you a couple of things. I love this seating area. Isn't that fantastic, the way they've got it around the trees? I think that's really well done. Now there's 3 statues. I won't show you the Robert Burns one, but this one is Prince Albert. Now Prince Albert was Queen Victoria's husband. Yes, and she was... Hi Gina. She went into mourning for a long time after Albert died. But yeah, so this is quite a nice statue actually, there's quite a lot of detail on it. But what they've done with this garden is, like I say, £28 million spent on it, and the idea was to make it accessible and to make it a meeting place for people, and generally to regenerate it. So you've got His Majesty's Theatre across the road here. This is one of the new pavilions. Now they've got 3 of them, and the idea behind the pavilions was restaurants, cafes or art zones. So yeah, I mean a couple of them they're still empty. This one's got what's it called? Coffee Sense, I think, yeah. Oh, Common Sense, sorry. Coffee House and Bar, there you are. But I'm just going to slightly deviate from the garden for a second, just to show you the couple of buildings we have over here. So you've got the Central Library. It's a beautiful building. Look at the sun though. We're getting a beautiful sky. How's that? So you've got the Central Library here, and then we have St Mark's. I don't think I can get the whole church in actually. We're pretty much too close. So this is St Mark's. They're quite loud. And And then just ahead of us, well, obviously we've got the theatre again, we've just had a look at that, His Majesty's Theatre. And then ahead you can see with the green dome, that's the art gallery, and where the columns are, just above that yellow bus, that's actually a war memorial. Have you really? I'm so jealous, I love a good thunderstorm. Sorry, I missed the Central Library one, could you pop it back up for me? I missed that question, sorry about that. Did you want to see it again? So it has public library above the door, and then on the outside it's got Central Library. Look at that sky. Oh, that's spectacular. And then this is St. Mark's. And coming back. So yes, so you've got the art gallery with the green dome there and the war memorial. Now, oh, there's a wee boy sitting there. I'll come round this way just so we don't get him on camera. Right, so we have a statue of William Wallace. It's actually a really nice one. Right, so all the way around the statue there's little quotes. And you can see there it says, erected, it's John Steele, I think. And that's it's of 38 Grange Road, Edinburgh. Now you can 1888, I think the date is. When I was a youth and under the care of my uncle, all that I could carry away from him was a single proverb, but it seemed to me above all price, and I never forgot it. It was this: I tell you a truth, liberty is best of all things. My son never lived under a slavish bond. Remarks by William Wallace on the instructions he received from his uncle, the priest of Dunipass. I brought you to the ring, dance according to your skill. Wallace drew up his army at Falkirk in a circular formation and addressed them as above. So there's 4 quotes on the statue, and this is a pink granite that we're looking at. And this is one of these water features. It just runs off the side there, and you can see it's lit up, so in the evening it'll look beautiful. And this is part of the refurbishment of the garden. To King Edward of England, I cannot be a traitor. I owe him no allegiance. He is not my sovereign. He never received my homage, and whilst life is in this persecuted body, he never shall receive it. Speech of William Wallace at his mock trial in London. Hi, Sue. And then, sorry, I'm going round as quick as I can. I've got a really sore toe. Don't ask. Right, Edward I of England, having attempted to annex Scotland to his dominions, was opposed by Wallace, through whose consummate wisdom and valour the English were driven out of Scotland and our independence was restored. So I'm just going to let you read that yourself. I'll let you hold it for a second, you can take a screenshot. And then we've got in honour of William Wallace, Guardian of Scotland. It is very, look at those clouds behind them though. And then the last quote just round here. Go back to your masters and tell them that we came not here to treat, but to fight and set Scotland free. Answer of Wallace to the English friars sent to negotiate a peace treaty with him before the Battle of Stirling Bridge. And you've got these lovely trees. It's a beautiful water feature, it really is. I've just got one more to give you. While we're walking back round, I'll let you see. The back of Albert's chair is really well carved, it's beautiful. Now the whole idea about the park was to make it accessible, so it has wheelchair access from 2 ends. Right, this one's probably too big to actually read to you. Return to your friends and tell them that we came here with no peaceful intent, but ready for battle and determined to avenge our own wrongs. And then we'll come back to the beginning. And set our country free. Let your masters come and attack us. We are ready to meet them beard to beard. There you go. Statement before the Battle of Stirling Bridge. William Wallace. 11th of September 1297. As quoted in History of Scotland 1848 is that? So yeah, beautiful statue. And I know we can hear the cars, but I'm hearing birds as well. So we're just going to start heading down into the garden. Now, I can't remember how many metres it was. It was something like 680 metres of hedging that they planted. They've planted trees, oak, elm and maple, I think it was. They refurbished the Victorian toilets and the arches, which are just ahead of us. And they kept the green space there, which is actually looking just like mud because it's been very warm and dry and the grass is dead. It happens. But they've put in a lot more seating, as you can see. All the way along here you've got places to sit. And it's a nice, slope when it comes to push chairs, wheelchairs, that kind of thing. Hi, Cheryl. I can't remember how many bulbs and plants you've planted, but you can imagine. But it's very pretty. Now tomorrow I'm going to do a signal test when I've finished here, and then that'll determine where we're going tomorrow at 8. If you're still up for an adventure. And where the art gallery is, the street running along to the left there, that's Blackfriars Street. It's quite a combination of old and new here. Yeah, they've got this piece of, I don't know, what would you call it, modern art? So you've got these 3 kind of brown columns holding up this circle in the air. So there's all sorts of artwork along here. But you get a beautiful view of the street as well. One of the buildings up there was the Aberdeen Savings Bank. There's a hotel. There's quite a lot. So I'm just going to take us to the little viewing platform just round the corner so we can see the arches, and then we'll come back down and go further into the garden. So yeah, it is beautiful and it's so peaceful. Now at Christmas they do a really good light thing. Bit like the Botanics, we won't talk about that. But yeah, so this year if it's on, I'll come up to Aberdeen and we can do it. Because I think that would be lovely. I kind of miss doing it this year. So just ahead of us, the statue you can see in the distance, that's the Robert Burns statue. I'm thinking we could probably walk along to the other end and go down the ramp that way. Yeah. Isn't that beautiful the way they've done it? Yeah, before it was all stairs and things, so there was no easy access for anyone with mobility issues. Or even trying to get a buggy, a pram. pushchair. And I think that's called the Belmont Viaduct, just there in front of us. In fact, we can actually see the War Memorial much better from here. Yeah, see that round thing floating in the air? Art. Brick built steeple. That's quite unusual. Stone at the bottom. And then this area here was meant to be grass, and it was so that they could hold outdoor events and things like that. But it's been so dry, I think the grass has given up. And they also, the fact there's the savings bank right above us now as we look at it. And that is Denburn House just above us here. Well, there's a couple of boys down there with a skateboard, and there was some boys with like BMXs or, bikes with chunky tyres that were floating about earlier as well. So yeah, I can imagine it would be fun. And that's just another one of the pavilions that we're seeing just in front of us here. But I'm just going to take us down the ramp on the other side, get us to the bottom. The seagulls are so noisy. It was funny, there was some kids playing earlier, like little ones, and the noise they were making, they were giggling away like mad. So they seemed to be having a really good time. Well, yeah, I mean, it makes sense as well. And I've always, if you can't get a buggy through a gap, like a pushchair, whatever you call them where you come from, you can't get a wheelchair through. And so I've always been really quite vocal about it. Having had 5 children, I've had to get a buggy here and there, and I just think it makes sense. And it's not everybody that can do steps. A gentle slope is a much better option, especially, if you've got mobility issues, just age-related ones, never mind having to have a wheelchair. That sky's looking gorgeous. Let's head round and we can go down this slope. Oh, there are some kids still in the park. I'll try and shoot past them so we don't see them. Oh, wait till you see this. There's actually a slide at this level that you can go down. And no, I'm not going to do it. I don't think I'd fit for a start. But it's a really nicely done thing. Right. I'm trying to work out how you get down to the next level. You must have, there's only one path, I thought there was 2. Ah, well. Look. If anyone's feeling that way inclined, I could just shove the gimbal down and meet you at the bottom. It is, yeah. I mean, I did hear some locals talking about it and they weren't impressed. But compared to what could have been done, I think this is actually a really good, a good attempt. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down the stairs that are just behind me here, and we'll walk through from there. Now, hopefully the signal should be all right. So there you can get the ramp from Union Street as well. Right. Actually, this isn't too bad. I mean, they're quite. The stairs are quite nice, and when you look at the walkways from here, you've got a crisscrossing design on the metalwork, which works. We've missed all the daffodils, though. You can see they've passed their best. Oh, I like the legs. That's like, I like the legs. It's like a telescope extending. Well, I think it's working. The mix they've got of the two, I think, is, whoever's thought it through has done a really nice job. And there's all these kind of artworks as we come along as well. And this is the Crow. And then you can see who's done it. Is that Rob Mulholland? And then we have an app. I'm not sure what this is. Look at those legs. I really like that. I think that's brilliant. And then you've got this beautiful tree. A sundial maybe. Ah. Now this is the memory tree. Okay. Public artwork by Nicola, is it Atkinson? The memory tree. I'll just let you read it. I can't actually see it from here to work out what that's saying. That's really nice. And there's the bottom end of the slide, but there's kids on it, so I'll just keep going. Ooh, what's this? I'm not sticking my hand in there, that just looks scary. It's like a black hole. Oh no, you have to stick your head in it. Oh, that's... Alright, okay. You have to stick your head in it, take a deep breath, breathe out for a long hum. For the best effect, hum different notes in your mouth and lips and gently. Oh my God. No, I'm not sticking my head in there. Besides, I'm too short. And how would I manage to hold the gimbal and stick my head in at the same time? That's not going to... I don't think I can do this, people. No, I'm too short. My chin's not even... Oh no, it's not going to work because you've got my... Oh, right. Hum, 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 oh, hum. There, that's as good as getting, people. I did it. That's all I'm doing. Right, we'll just forget about my humming and we'll go to the unicorn. Unicorns are, Oh my God, look at that. The unicorn disappears. That is so cool. Guillotine. That is so well done. Oh God, the fat woman's in the frame. That is just brilliant. I really like that. That's brilliant. Right, I'm just going to take you down to the path because there's a wee kiddie just on the other side of me there, so that way we don't have to look at them. Oh, and there's an old church getting refurbished. You've got the railway line just below us here as well. It really is. I'm impressed. Yeah, because I decided not to come down and explore it first. I thought we'll just walk and discover it together. I'm really enjoying it. So the sun's just over there. I'll need to just get past these boys. Oh, is that a cat or a bear's head? I don't know what's on the ground. Oh, it's sap off the trees. So it's like sticking to my shoes. Right. And then you've got this lovely tree here. And those over there, if you bang them, it makes noises. It's like a xylophone or something. Right. So we'll come back to the head in a second. It's a cat. I just want to go and have a look. There's a gate and I want to see it. Sorry, just while we're here, because it goes down onto the railway line. But we might get a look at the bridge along there. That's not bad. So there's the railway line. And And then you can see the Belmont Viaduct there. So we're quite down in a valley here. Oh, this is beautiful. Kind of reminds me of how the Kelpies are done. It's a leopard. And it's Rob Mulholland 2022. But look at the way the plinth is. Isn't that fantastic? And then we've got another. Yeah, this grass has definitely had its day. I think they're going to have to returf it. Right, I'm going to go past the thing that's above our head, just because of where the sun is, and then we'll look back on it because, oh no, actually, I think we might be able to see it now. Isn't that amazing? Somebody playing on that, I don't know, it's a xylophone, glockenspiel, I don't know what you call them. Hi, sorry I missed it, Kate. I missed what you said, but hi. Oh, look at that. Is that bats? Let's see. Yeah, it looks like bats. Oh no, you've got bats and there's an owl. Oh good, I'm glad you finally got to come along one. Oh right, Larry, don't worry. Yeah, the seagulls, but you can see there's an owl there. And then I think the rest is all bats. And it's the bat cauldron. There you go. Right, so let's have a little look at that thing from here. Oh wow. I wonder what it's meant to be. Or is it just modern art? That's a train just going by. So you can see it there. I'm just trying to go above the wee boys' heads. Yeah. Well, whatever, it's nice. It's different. I've never seen anything like that before. And it kind of fits in really well. You know, when you look at how we saw the legs of the bridge that we were looking at, the little walkway that they put in, and then if you look at the pavilion here, you've got that same idea again. I just think it goes really well. And then you've got like this staircase going right up, so you could make a grand entrance on that. But yeah. So let's just take a little wander back up the hill. And even the seating's really nice, the way they've done it. They've got armrests in. It's just brilliant. Yeah. Yeah, I really like this garden. I'm so impressed. It's beautifully done. Right, I'm just going to head up these steps. Look at that sky, isn't that gorgeous? Do a wee loop so we can look at Wallace from the corner. Ooh, I don't know what that purple flower is. It looks almost fluffy. And even the seats without backs have got armrests. I love that. Oh look, we can see them now. Well, I can see them. This is Aberdeen. There's little lights in the flowers. It's like a very thin sort of, right in the middle of the picture now, above the yellow flowers. These little kind of light wands. So imagine when it gets darker, they'll be really pretty. It really is a beautiful park. I'm actually glad I didn't explore it before we came together to do it. Ooh, foxglove. You know I like them. It's a purple one. Oh no, is the dog under the chair again? Poor wee thing. Aye. And here we have Wallace. Well, yeah, it's the Union Terrace Gardens. So they've just been, they've been refurbished recently, and the idea was to make it accessible to everyone. There's beautiful artwork around it, there's places to eat, to sit, just to relax. In fact, there's one right here, and I think I'm going to test a seat out for you, just to give you, the thumbs up as to if it's comfortable or not. Yep, I would say so. It's a nice and comfortable seat, although to be fair, wait till I turn it around, I'll show you. My feet don't touch the ground. I picked a seat for a tall person. I should have gone for a shorter one. There's bound to be short ones for short people. Oh, it doesn't matter. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. I really enjoyed showing it to you. It was really nice. I'm glad I waited to explore it with you. So yeah, if you liked it, remember to give it a thumbs up, put a wee comment in, and if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. And if you can you watch some more videos? Just put them on play somewhere so my hours can go up. What am I now? I'm 850 away. I need 850 hours, so fingers crossed soon. Right, thank you everyone. I'm quite happy to sit here for an extra 5 minutes. It doesn't bother me. I'll turn it round, you can have a wee view. Anyone that wants to pop off on you go, it's just, we've finished now, it's just to, oh dear, it's just to, oh, it was peaceful, but I think there's people behind me now, so, yeah. But yeah, so tomorrow I'm going to, it is a beautiful evening. I'm doing a surprise location. I'm going to signal check once I've done this. And then I will be on again tomorrow night at 8 o'clock in a wee surprise place. And it's a surprise because I have to signal check before I can do it. So wherever I can get a signal, that's where we'll be. Right, I'm going to let you go this time, okay? Thanks everyone.